warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, dear adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow opponents. Today, I stand firmly for this motion. This House regrets the massive involvement of AI in the professional workplace. Why? Because while it claims to bring innovations, in practice, it threatens fairness, transparency, stability, and the very essence of human work. Now, let me explain why. But first of all, let me introduce myself first. My name is Fatimah Sakinah Qolbi, and I'm from Public 1 Senior High School, Gresik. So, here is why. First, instead of judging applicants on skill, many AI hiring tools rely on facial recognitions, tone of voice, or background data. For example, in 2020, HireVue was exposed for scoring candidates based on facial structures and speaking style rather than ability. That means applicants with accents, disability, or even poor internet lighting were automatically disadvantaged. So, I ask you, dear judges, how can we call this progress if it builds a biased workplace that punishes people for things beyond their control? A job interview should be about their ability, not about their face, accents, disability, etc. Second, AI makes workers feel unsafe in their jobs. When workers are judged by algorithms without human oversight, they live in constant fear of being unfairly punished. Let's take a look at the examples of Uber drivers in the UK. Uber drivers in the UK were deactivated by AI after ratings dropped with no chance to appeal the decision. These workers didn't lose their jobs because of their ability, but they lose their jobs because of the machines that said so. Is that really what fairness called, judges? No. Third, AI decisions making reinforces existing inequalities rather than solving them. Algorithms are based on biased data, which means they can replicate and even magnify. In the US, Compass AI systems labeled black defendants high risk, nearly twice as often as white defendants. Now imagine, judges, this bias bias used in workplaces deciding who gets employed, who gets fired, who gets promoted, and who's trustworthy. If humans are unfair, at least we can question and correct them. But when AI is unfair, they hide behind the word technology. And let's be clear, injustice with a human face is bad enough, but injustice hidden behind a machine is far more dangerous. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, AI may calculate, but it cannot lead. Leadership requires empathy, ethics, and patience, things machines cannot do. In 2022, Google employees staged protests after discovering that AI being used for military projects, demanding human ethical oversight instead of blind reliance on algorithms. This proves that workers want accountability from leaders, not only at decisions made by machines. Can a machine comfort struggling employee? Can it inspire a team to chase a dream? Can it take responsibility when things go wrong? The answer is no. A workplace without human leadership is like a ship without a leader. That is why leaderships must remain human. Ladies and gentlemen, the facts are clear. AI requirement undermines fairness. AI evaluations ship away job security. AI decisions making entrenches inequality. AI threatens employment stability, and AI leadership lacks empathy. This is not innovations, it's dehumanizations. So I ask you, dear judges, do we want a future where people are reduced to numbers, or a workplace where dignity, justice, and fairness guide our labor? If we value humanity, then we must regret the massive involvement of AI in the professional's workplace. And that's why Fatimah Sakinah Qolbi proudly stands on the affirmative side of this motion. That's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.